A good camera can be an indispensable travel companion, letting you capture your adventures abroad to share with friends and family. For many, the best camera for travel photography will be the camera you've already got in your pocket, your smartphone. If you want to step up your photography game, however, there are plenty of great cameras out there that won't take up too much space in your luggage. While it can be hard to narrow them down, it's important to consider things like portability, battery life, build quality, your own ergonomic preferences, and of course, your budget. We have listed the best travel camera 2024 and their key features. You need to consider this to help you choose the best one for you. For more information on the product, as always, I've included a link in the description box down below, which are updated with the best prices on each product. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. Now let's get started. Number 5. Sony a7CR. The best small full-frame camera for travel by combining a small travel-friendly form factor with a 61MP full-frame sensor and fantastic autofocus. Sony has created arguably the ultimate travel camera. Successor to the Sony a7C, already one of our favorite travel photography tools, and announced alongside the a7C II. The a7CR fits nicely in the hand, while a flip screen and new dials offer welcome control. Equipped with Sony's top-grade autofocus and AI-powered subject tracking, the a7CR can cleverly and reliably track a broad range of subjects. You won't find a better full-frame sensor either. Borrowed from the a7RV, it captures stunning, pin-sharp stills in all conditions. Cropping potential is vast, and video footage is decent too. There are trade-offs though. In testing, we found that the a7CR's compact proportions come with handling compromises, especially compared to the traditional design of the a7RV. The viewfinder feels small and fiddly, and we wish Sony had included an AF joystick. It's also not a camera to pair with large telephoto lenses. But the real kicker is the cost. It's significantly more expensive than the a7C II. That premium means it's only a camera to consider if you need absolutely the best possible image quality on your travels. If you're after a small, interchangeable lens camera to carry around day to day and take on your travels, the a7CR is a compelling, albeit pricey choice. Identical in every way to the a7C II save for its higher resolution 61MP sensor, the a7CR can handle almost any photography scenario with ease, while its video spec is very respectable. Having those extra pixels to play with will appeal to landscape photographers, and gives you plenty of scope to crop into pictures, adding versatility to your lens of choice. Such a small form factor compromises handling when compared to an SLR-style mirrorless camera. There's no AF joystick, while the viewfinder is small and fiddly. Number 4. Fujifilm X100 VI. The best premium compact for everyday photography, the Fujifilm X100 VI is the new best premium compact camera for most people, delivering a host of upgrades over the trending camera of 2023, the X100V. The X100 VI gets in-body image stabilization, equipping this street photography specialist with improved handheld shooting capabilities. There's also Fujifilm's higher resolution and versatile 40MP APS-C sensor, which offers greater potential for cropping your photos in the absence of lens zoom capabilities, plus Fujifilm's best autofocus system yet. This is all wrapped in the retro design that has made people fall in love with Fujifilm, with a familiar fixed 23mm f2 lens and unique hybrid viewfinder. There's a sense that the X100 VI could be the peak of this line. How else can Fujifilm improve on its tried and tested X100 series formula besides broadening the range with different fixed focal length lenses? We'll have to wait and see where Fujifilm goes next, but for now, we have a new premium compact champion on our hands. This is a camera you'll want to use every day, and the wait was well and truly worth it. The Fujifilm X100V currently ranks as our best premium compact camera, but that model has just been well and truly superseded by its successor, the Fujifilm X100 VI. The 6th gen model has better features and offers better performance and image quality, while retaining all that we love about the X100 series. Classic styling, old-school exposure dials, a super sharp fixed 23mm f2 lens, and that lovely hybrid viewfinder. That means a higher resolution than ever 40MP sensor, 6.2K video, and for the first time in the series, in-body image stabilization. We also get Fujifilm's best ever autofocus, with tracking and subject detection that includes humans, animals, birds, and vehicles. So we effectively have two fantastic cameras combined into one, and the result is the best entry in this fixed lens compact series yet. Number 3. GoPro Hero 12 Black. The best action camera for travel, the GoPro Hero. 12 Black is a variation on a tried and tested GoPro formula. GoPro has an Apple-like ability to refresh its line without overhauling it to great effect. And this year, there isn't much that's new in the way of hardware for the 12 Black. That said, familiar hardware might not be an issue given the upgraded software experience, particularly for filmmakers and anyone craving external wireless audio support. Let's start with what's returning for 2023 from last year's GoPro Hero 11 Black. Firstly, there's that 27mm 8.7 sensor that can capture 16.9, 90/16, and 8.7 footage without needing to reorient your camera. It can shoot at up to 5.3K 60fps and 4K 120fps. And if you want to drop the resolution to 2K, it even captures 240fps, something the DJI Osmo Action 4 can't do. Next, GoPro's Hero design is back for round 6, or is it 7? Seriously, GoPro is very wedded to the style introduced on the Hero 5 Black, so it hasn't deviated too much from its overall aesthetic. GoPro also brings back the same battery used in past Hero cameras, though, as in the Hero 11 Black, it's the higher-spec'd GoPro Enduro, 17x2020 megapixel. And the 12 Black has the same dimensions, processor, and weight as the 11 Black. Given all these similarities, you might be asking yourself what's new, and whether the Hero 12 Black stands a chance of being rated as one of our best action cameras when its predecessor, the GoPro Hero 11 Black, costs less while offering similar features. Probably the most instantly useful addition to the Hero 12 Black is the 1/4-inch thread mount between its flip-out feet, perfect for mini tripods. GoPro has also added HDR video capture to improve how the camera handles highlights and shadows, and this works to great effect. Filmmakers who want to dig a little deeper can activate GP log capture for even greater dynamic range footage and 10-bit color. Number 2. Nikon ZFC. The best-looking retro travel camera, the Nikon ZFC is the company's second mirrorless camera with an APS-C crop sensor, after the Nikon Z50. Under the hood, the two cameras are virtually identical, but it's clear from the outside that the shooting experience is altogether different. Much of this review, therefore, focuses on the new design of the Nikon ZFC. The current Nikon Z lineup now consists of two APS-C cameras, two second-generation full-frame models, the Nikon Z6 II and Nikon Z7 II, plus the Nikon Z5. The native lens lineup is much more developed for full frame, with 17 lenses to the two dedicated APS-C zoom kit lenses. However, the new Z28mm f2.8 SE lens launched alongside the Nikon ZFC that we had during this test is an aesthetic pairing and a compelling 42mm f2.8 equivalent lens. So what is behind this new camera's name? F stands for fusion, as in of the old and new. This rhetoric exists in the full-frame Nikon DF from 2013. And likewise, here we have a digital camera inspired by the company's own legacy analog cameras. In the case of the Nikon ZFC, a beginner mirrorless camera, homage is paid to the 30-year-old Nikon FM2. The form factor and dimensions viewed from the front are practically the same. The FM2 is deeper on account of its film holder and its larger full-frame format, which physically requires more depth. As for the C in the name, it indicates that the camera is for casual use. This could be anything from the competitive price, the smaller sensor format compared to full frame, the vari-angle screen, the modest single UHS SD card slot, or the lack of weather sealing. No, we wouldn't want to bash this beautiful camera for beginners around too much. And that's a slight shame. The camera it's inspired by, the Nikon FM2, was a serious full-frame workhorse that could take a bullet for you, with a mechanical shutter able to rattle off frames with no battery power. Number 1. OM System OM5. The best travel camera for most people, the OM System OM5 is kinda new, but not in a big way. It's really a refresh and an update of the Olympus OMD EM5 Mark III. With new branding, improved stabilization and weatherproofing, and a couple of new features from higher-end models, including Starry Sky AF and Live ND filters for longer exposures in bright light. The main specs stay the same, including the 20mm MFT sensor, 121-point phase detect AF, and video up to 4K 30p. That might sound a little disappointing, but there's more to the OM5 than the headline specs. For a start, like the EM5 III before it, it packs a lot of features, controls, and performance into a very small body. This is a pocket-sized interchangeable lens camera that can shoot at 10 FPS or 30 FPS with 14-shot pre-buffer and pro capture mode. It has live bulb and live composite modes for watching exposure build live at night, and its pixel shift high-res capture mode can create 50 menopere images handheld and 80 menopere images on a tripod. The external controls are remarkably well laid out for a camera so small, with a real quality feel to them, and as well as an EVF, you get a vari-angle screen. OM System is pitching this as a go-anywhere adventure camera, and it's certainly one of the best travel cameras you can buy, thanks in part to some excellent compact and affordable lenses. The OM5 may not break any technical barriers, but as a piece of intelligent product design, it's pretty remarkable. Practically every camera maker in the world now offers 5-axis in-body stabilization systems, which it considers the best on the market. But OM System, see, we didn't say Olympus, and Panasonic between them have, we would say, the best. It's perhaps to do with the smaller sensor size and mass, or the algorithms used, but the OM5 stabilization is pretty remarkable. It has its limits for video. An IBIS system simply can't smooth camera movements like a gimbal.